Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. Today we continue our Middle Earth journey by venturing into Mordor and building Barad-dûr. I am really looking forward to this one, so let's bring you on in. Let's take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. And here is the packaging for Barad-dûr. And what a beautiful product shot we got here. You can see we've got a lot of these fins like we had on Orthanc. A couple of little mini towers. Looks like we got some of those spikes coming out of those. Bet those will be fun. And a lot more detail around the base. So I'm really hoping, especially with this, it doesn't look like it's bilaterally symmetrical, that we're not going to have the same rinse-repeat issue that we had with Orthanc. This, I'm hoping, will be a far more interesting build. On the back side, another product image, 4 full sheets. That's great. 7 out of 10 difficulty, 226 pieces. We're going to have to see if the power of the One Ring will let me finish this in a single sitting. I certainly hope so. We've got their upcoming ones. We've already done Orthanc and Minas Tirith. Sauron, sadly, is still in coming soon status. Hopefully it will be released soon. But let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we got. And here we have 4 full sheets of metal, as promised. Well, a lot of it has this kind of really dark, almost brown instead of black look to it. Much similar, very similar to Orthanc, actually. There's a lot of laser etching on here, if you can see that, which looks like it's going to be spectacular. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how all of that integrates. Tons of tiny little pieces, but these look like they're just going to fold in half, and then they've got some tabs that'll go in, so shouldn't be too hard. I do like the eyes. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking these are going to kind of bow out in kind of a bowl, and then they're going to go on here to give it more 3D element to the all-seeing eye. That should be great. Great. Nothing too surprising on here. Lots of very large pieces, which will hopefully look quite spectacular. And of course we've got these yellow-orange fiery things like the top of the tower. And yeah, nothing untoward that I can see. Over here, more very small pieces here at the bottom. Doesn't look like it'll be too difficult, but we'll have to wait and see. There's not a whole lot more I can say about the pieces while they're still in the sprues, so why don't we cut some stuff out and get started on this build. And here it is, Metal Earth, Lord of the Rings, Barad-dûr, fully assembled, and okay, it's okay. Definitely some glaring flaws, which I'm sure some of you just picked up on. But all in all, I mean, it's not bad. The top half of the tower was actually pretty fun. The bottom half of the tower, on the other hand, no way is that a 7. That is not a 7 difficulty any more than I'm a successful OnlyFans model. Okay, that thing is hard. Tons of detail, however. I mean, all kinds of little detail and 3D elements and little towers and spikes and all kinds of stuff all over this thing, which is amazing. I mean, it ends up looking spectacular. And, you know, we'll bring it in. There is some repetition, though nowhere near as much as with Orthanc. And what you end up with is a decent enough representation, but it can only be viewed from one angle. Let's go ahead and pull this puppy in. Obviously, we'll cover the most glaring flaw first. Big open base and no plate. And we'll get into why that's a big deal in a bit. But yeah, this whole section here is open. Now they did it for ease of getting in here for the tabs. Sadly, however, it could have easily been fixed with just a single little plate that goes right across, and boom. You close it up when you're done, and you're done. But for whatever reason, they chose not to. Now on the front side, we've got wiggly towers. Okay, there's really nothing that can be done to, short of gluing them, of course, to stabilize them. Whereas a base plate here that these things would have attached to would have corrected that issue forthwith. I mean, it would have been nice and easy. Don't know why they chose not to. Coming in a little closer, you can see we've got all the individual towers along, as well as these little spike areas of the wall. They are not closed on top, and the towers are not painted on top. You can see all the silver. So that's a bit of an issue. We've got these two towers on either side with all these little spikes coming across, which are actually pretty cool. I mean, it was a pain getting those little spikes in, but I think it ended up being pretty cool. I do love all of this little detail right along the base here. Then you've got this area. Now this is where things were insanely difficult. Not the assembly of the pieces themselves, like this little stone bit here, or these stones, or these little towers. Assembling those was easy. Getting them onto the base plate was an exercise in massive frustration. It's a very, very tight fit in there, and things just don't want to line up right. Absolute pain in the butt. Along the main shaft of the tower, I mean, again, we've got all these little fins. We've got this beautiful detail here. Now, I don't know how well this is showing up, but there's a lot of laser etching here for the windows and things of that nature. But none of them are cut out, and with everything being monotone like this, a lot of that laser etch detail is kind of lost, unfortunately. But again, more spikes, more fins, more windows and stuff, all the way along. Lots of little detail, lots of differentiation. I really enjoyed building the main shaft of the tower. And then up at the cap, all of these spikes everywhere, which are just incredible in the way that they look. Now getting these, there's 18 of them, was just repetitious and not particularly fun. But it did go together very well. And I love the way it looks in the end. Okay. Of course, we've got the Eye of Sauron here, which is actually pretty spectacular. Very easy to put all of this together, or at least for me, it went together fairly easy. I don't know, it doesn't seem to stand out as much as it does in the product image, but they probably highlighted it with some Photoshop or special lighting or something. Whereas this is just how it looks in real life. But in the end, it does stand out a little bit, being, a key part of the tower. For comparison, yeah, see, we got to fix these little towers every time we set it down. Here is Orthanc. And here is Minas Tirith. And you can see, I mean, it's just a slight bit taller than Orthanc, which is cool. Minas Tirith is clearly not on the same scale. But we covered that in the Minas Tirith bit. Anyway, I mean, in the end, I really am enjoying these Lord of the Rings models. I know they're coming out with Sauron eventually, whenever it gets released. I don't know what the release order of these videos is going to be, so it may be out already by the time this comes out. But as of right now, it's not. And I really hope that they continue with Middle-earth, though. There's so many other things they could do, from Rivendell, maybe a Hobbit home, or even a map of Hobbiton. All of the members of the Fellowship. Ooh, a Balrog. Wouldn't a Balrog be fun to build? Anyway, that's about all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.